नम ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की जय श्री श्री निताई गौरंग की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ठीक है So we have been discussing from chapter 18, just the conclusion of the entire Bhagavad Gita's instructions Krishna is giving. And Lord Krishna is answering two questions of Arjuna on what is Tyaga, renunciation, and what is Sannyasa, renounced order of life. Right? Krishna gave his version how actual renunciation means renunciation of the Sarva Karma Phala Tyaga. Right? The results of all activities should be given to Krishna. That is called Tyaga. And that state of life is called renounced order of life, sannyasa. So, Krishna has nicely explained that everything you can renounce except uh, yajna dana tapa, which is meant for our spiritual progress, that you cannot renounce. Krishna has very nicely explained that point. And Krishna mentioned that when you mention about renunciation, there the question comes about what you're renouncing. Because Krishna explained that you have to renounce the uh, fruits of activities. So, what is activities? What Krishna explained is been explaining from verse number 13 onwards. What does activity mean? Action, activity. Many number of units of actions become activity. It's called Kriya and Karya. Kriya is one unit of action, and Karya is multiple units of action coming together. It becomes activity. So, what is an activity? How the activity becomes successful? What are the various factors Krishna has been explaining? First, Krishna said there are 5 factors of action, of every action. The place of action, then the performer of action. Then Krishna explained that there is the senses, the different instruments of action. There are various endeavors one puts in those actions. And ultimately, Krishna explained that the super soul, Daivam, is the ultimate supreme super will, right? Um, ultimate will is invested in super soul, Prabhupada explains. So any action has these 5 factors. Without these 5 factors, no action can happen. One who doesn't see that these factors are there is actually in ignorance, Krishna explained. Right? And when you do any activity apart from these 5 factors, there are other factors. Like the knowledge to do the action. And what is the object of knowledge means what is the end result you want to expect from any action, right? And who is performing the action? The person who knows how to perform action is doing this. So like this is knowledge, object of knowledge, knower, and you work with your senses and the work itself, and the worker. Like this, Krishna further explained many aspects, many elements of action, right? And we have been discussing about how Krishna was explaining about the knowledge, jnana, karma, and karta. These the different aspects of action, which is actually the knowledge, action itself, and the doer of action. They can be classified under 3 modes. Krishna was explaining, right? So we have we have understood up to verse number 26, not 26 more, yeah. Yeah, up to 28, sorry. Up to 28 we have discussed. Let's discuss further. So, see, this is a flow which Krishna is explaining in this whole, series of verses. First, Krishna explained you have to give up the results of activities. That is called tyaga. And that state of life is called renunciation or sannyasa. So when it comes to giving up results of activities, what activity? Uh, Krishna explained activities which are sanctioned in the scriptures as yajna, dana, tapa cannot be given up, right? Which are meant for your progress. Activities which are not conducive for your spiritual progress have to be given up, like the activities of four regulative principles of no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. All these things have to be given up. So like this, and further with regard to more detailed aspect of action, Krishna explained five factors and other factors of jnana, gneya, and and the person who knows the knower of the action and the action itself, the senses and the worker. Like this, many aspects has been being explained. Now, from verse 29 onwards, Krishna is explaining some more finer details of action. Krishna is telling about buddhi, right? And determination, dhruti. Because for any action, you require intelligence, direction. Jnana is one aspect, knowledge about what to do, how to do. But why? With any aspect of any work, why, what, when, how? So many questions are supposed to be asked. Okay. So buddhi is actually like a direction. Okay, somebody has told you have to walk. Walk like this. They're told. For what I have to walk? Where I have to walk? What a direction? No, simply go on walking. It'll help improve your health. Right, but there should be a destination, no? Direction for walking. Go straight, go right, then you get to your destination. Right, so buddhi, as we understood from 10th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained, there are different aspects with regard to he listed around 18, 20 items in the verse number 4 and 5. If you take out 10th chapter, Krishna explained, all these are coming from me. Buddhi, Jnanam, Asammoha, Shama, Satya, Dama, Shama. Right. So in that aspect, in that context, Prabhupada explains what is buddhi, intelligence. Intelligence refers to the power of analyzing things in proper perspective. Right? Whether I'm doing it the way it is supposed to be done. Right? So jnana is yes, you have to cook this way, this way, this way. So sometimes with your buddhi, you'll see, oh, something is not correct, something is not proper. Right? So buddhi is power of analyzing things in a proper perspective. Directions. Whether I'm going the right way or not. So, like this, Krishna is telling, Buddher Bhedam Ritesh Chaiva Gunatas Trividham Shunu Prochamanam Asheshena Prasaktvena Dhananjaya. Telling Arjuna is addressing as Dhananjaya, O winner of wealth. Please listen as I tell you in detail of the three kinds of understanding and determination. So, two more things. Right? In the previous 9 verses, we understood about Jnana, then Karma and Karta. Right? Previous to that, Krishna also explained about Tyaga in 3 ways. Like this, there are so many 3 modes, influence of 3 modes and how different things are acting is what we are seeing in this chapter very closely. Right? If you observe closely, you see many things like this further now. Okay, now, Buddhi and Dhati, that is intelligence and determination, how it is acting under 3 modes, Krishna is going to explain. So, Prabhupada telling, after explaining knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower in 3 different divisions according to the modes of material nature, the Lord is explaining the intelligence and determination of the worker in the same way. The worker again, worker. Every worker, even though he may have knowledge, even though he may be a good worker, but if he has no buddhi, what he will do? He cannot work. He cannot do a efficient work. So this is what Krishna is trying to explain here. Okay. Now verse number 30. Now buddhi in three modes. Pravritim cha nivrittim cha karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha yaveti buddhi sa partha satviki. Okay. So now here Krishna is explaining that buddhi or that understanding. Hmm? Prabhupada is translating buddhi as understanding. That understanding by which you know what is to be done, what is not to be done. Hmm? Right? We found a similar verse or almost similar sounding words. In which chapter? Anybody? Parvritim cha nivrittim cha. Hmm? We find a similar sort of a words being used by Krishna in one more chapter. Recently, no, not recently, a few chapters ago, we have just read it. Anybody can guess? No, nobody. Open 16.7. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha. Ah. See, same thing. A demoniac doesn't know what is to be done, what is not to be done. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidurasura. Okay. So here again Krishna is using this same words. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karya bhayave. Further it goes. What is to be done, what is not to be done, he doesn't know. What is to be, what is bhaya, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, he doesn't know. Bandham moksham cha. What is binding, what is liberating, he doesn't know. That is, Krishna says, one who knows what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is fear, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared. Same these words again Krishna uses in next three verses. So, what is to be done, what is not to be done, who doesn't know is a demon. His buddhi is brashta. Buddhi brashta ho gaya hai. Whereas a person who knows what is to be done, what is not to be done, is a person in the mode of goodness. Which work to do, what work not to do, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, and what is binding, what is liberating. He knows clearly what is how things are, how actions when they performed. See, Prabhupada is writing when I see the purport. Actions which are performed in terms of the directions of the scriptures, pravritti, right? Or actions that deserve to be performed. So, scriptural directions are there, pravritti. And there are other actions which are not given in scriptures that is called nivritti. Other not directed are called nivritti. So, scriptural directions or scriptural understanding is important. Buddhi means the whole Bhagavad Gita is called Buddhi Yoga. Right now, our buddhi is conditioned with the material, way of life. Our buddhi is influenced by three modes. So when the buddhi is directed as per the scriptures, or at least as per Bhagavad Gita, right? What is to be done, what is not to be done. Hmm? Simple aspect of, okay, so morning you have to get up early morning before Brahma. It's to be done. No, I'll get up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, not morning, afternoon. Then that is not to be done. Right? Like this, many actions which people do right now, people don't know whether to be done or not to be done. What is, whether we have to fear or, one more nice statement Krishna is telling is what is to be feared, what is not to be feared. People don't have any sense of, say, fear with regard to, oh, if I don't, follow these rules of the scripture, we're going to face the consequence in a very bad way. It's like Arjuna was having fear. The first chapter, if you see, He is fearing that if I fight in the war, because of which the all the soldiers are all killed, then he was having fear of family destruction, kulakshaya, kulanasha, right? And he was fearing that when the kulanasha happens, then there is women will get polluted, and with this there will be unwanted population. He was fearing the consequences. Right? So like this, we should have the understanding of, oh, if I simply let my mind crazy, it is very dangerous. Fear basically means the indication of or a sign of danger, alert, right? Red mark, danger, 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 right? What is just like your using knife. There are directions how to use, how not to use, or any machinery. Some do's and don'ts are there. You should have fear. Okay, if I don't do properly, it'll cut away. It'll damage my or it'll hurt my any part of the body which I'm using. Right. So like that. Sometimes knife is so sharp you didn't properly see it'll cut off or it'll hurt your hands. Fear. So it is what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, right? So like this, you have to get into details of what is given in scriptures, not simply what you understand as what is to be feared, what is not to be feared. No, this is what Krishna is trying to tell us here. So, a person in the mode of goodness, he has a proper understanding of what to do, what not to do, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared. A person in mode of goodness knows, oh, if I simply waste my human life, it's very fearful, right? I have to use my human form of life for moving forward in spiritual growth. Say, for example, chanting Hare Krishna. Oh, I have not chanted today. I should feel fear. Oh, what will happen? Time is going on. Time is not finished. I have to finish my chanting. Fear, fear. Or you have not been reading Bhagavad Gita for a week somehow. You should feel fear. Sense of anxiety should come. Right? Like this. What is liberating? What is binding? Right? Mobile has two buttons. One button says, "Oh, enjoy senses." Oh, it's very liberating. Let me put it. No, it's not liberating. It is binding. So, like this, there are options in front of you with regard to choose what is binding, what is liberating, what is fearful, what is not fearful. Right. So, Prabhupada says, if you see in the previous chapters, one purport, Prabhupada says, devotees are very fearful of Maya. Right? We are declaring war against Maya because she may attack us anytime. Of course, for continuously she's attacking, but as practitioners, we are trying to keep her away. But we can move forward in our devotion. So we are fearing Maya, not that we recklessly do anything and everything, allow our mind to do anything and everything. No, our mind is not simply left crazy, right? If you see in the sixth chapter and in the eighth chapter and all, Krishna is trying to tell us how to control your mind. Wherever mind goes, bring it back because little inattention will take away the mind. It is a fear, right? In second chapter, Krishna mentioned, right? If only one of the senses on which the mind focuses, it will carry away the mind further and further to a different direction, right? He says in verse 67, second chapter, very nice instruction Krishna gives. Indriyanam vicharatam yanmano anuvidhiyate tad asya harati pragnam vayor nav yuhamvasi. As a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind, even one of the senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. Just see, it's fear. The fear. What is to be feared? Right? Even one sense you focus, it will take away your good sense. Just see. Like this, there are many instructions in Gita. What is to be feared, what is not to be feared. Should fear that I will not come under the lower modes of nature because they are very binding. They are not liberating. Kama yesha, krodha yesha, rajoguna samudbhava. Coming under the influence of lust, anger means finished. It is binding. It is fearful. Yes, see. So like this, because he has understood, or rather he has deliberated on the instructions of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna's various other directions. So he knows what is to be done, what is not to be done. You don't know the traffic rules, you're just simply, going in a wrong direction. What happens? Somebody will come and hit you from the front. Because he will not, he will, the road is meant for going in one direction, you are going in the opposite direction. Right? Fear. Even ordinarily, if you see, so many things we do carefully. Right? When you are sitting on a two-wheeler, behind the backside person who is sitting, pillion driver, person, he has to hold something. Otherwise, I simply, dance and sit. He will fall down. Fear. Right? It's like in the flight, you get into flight. They say you put your belt. Yeah. Right? So even two-wheeler, the four-wheeler also, you put a belt. No, I don't mind. No fear. Like this, so many things, ordinary affairs also we do with respect to fearing, and some okay, not no problem. Here we can walk. Nothing will come and hit you. So like this, if you see, ordinary course of activities, we do this. What is to be done, what is not to be done. What is to be feared, what is not to be feared. What is liberating, what is binding. So this proper understanding with regard to the perspective of devotional service with regard to our spiritual journey, when a person knows his understanding or his intelligence is known to be in the mode of goodness. Now let's go into the second one, 31st verse, about mode of passion and intelligence. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha karyam eva cha ayathavat prajanati buddhi sa partha rajasi. That understanding which cannot distinguish between the religious way of life and the irreligious way of life, between action that should be done, action that should not be done. That imperfect understanding of son of Pritha is in the mode of passion. Yes, very nicely, Krishna actually. Action, what is to be done, what is not to be done. There is no proper understanding. Cannot distinguish. Anything chalta hai. Right? So, what is religion, what is not religion? Very important point Krishna is telling us here. Ya dharmam adharmam cha. What is religion, what is not religion? In India, it is a big, thing. Even now, with people following so many things. Oh, I hear this, I go to this, I do that, I do this. So many things. All in the name of religion. And there are people who, do so many nonsense also. Just like there's a news, all of you would have read. In Mathura, Radhakund, there was one IIT, graduate who was misleading, so many youngsters, especially girls, and trying to, cheat them. So nowadays people are, they are very, rather now, not nowadays, every time people think, oh, it's also dharma. Let us go and do something. Let us see something. Then later on they realize, oh, it is cheating, right? We have been hearing every now and then. So many Babajis, so many fake gurus coming and going, right? So unless the proper distinction between what is dharma, what is adharma, that's what Krishna is telling here. Ya dharmam adharmam cha. No proper discrimination, no proper distinction. What is dharma, what is adharma? Dharma means what is the rules, regulations given by Krishna. Anything other than that, whole manufactured, concocted way of religion is not dharma. Krishna says, Bhagavatam says it is kaitava dharma. But Bhagavatam further says in 7th canto, many, many types of apadharmas, he explains. Adharmas, they explain. So many things people manufacture, concoct in the name of religion. And people think, religion is a good profession. So what does Krishna warn in the third chapter? Don't simply practice some dharma. In the name of dharma, you don't cheat people. Don't become a pretender, Krishna says. Right? Uh, कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य यास्ते मनसा स्मरन् इंद्रियार्था विमूढ़ात्मा मिथ्या सरज उच्यते. Right? Verse number 6 in third chapter, Krishna says, one who restrains the senses and organs of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects. Right? Showing yourself as a very dharmic, spiritual person, but mind is always contemplating on sense objects. Krishna says is a pretender. Right? And in fact, Prabhupada says, a sincere sweeper in the street is better than the charlatan meditator who meditates only for the sake of making a living. You see, sincere sweeper doing his duty of sweeping and living a humble life is more better than simply a person who is a cheater in the name of religion. He's cheating people. So like this nowadays in Kali Yuga, and there are so many fake gurus. In fact, Prabhupada's big contribution with regard to preaching in the Western countries across the world was to expose such fake gurus, fake Babajis. It's only because of Prabhupada's very wonderful preaching that we're able to identify at least what is fake, what is real, right? So otherwise, people are just misled. In the name of dharma, they're taken on a ride to do adharma. So, what is to be done, what is not to be done, no proper discrimination. So this imperfect understanding, Krishna says, this imperfect understanding, ayathavat prajanati, is called buddhi in the mode of passion, right? So very nicely Prabhupada explains. It accepts religion which are not actually religious religions, reject actual religion. It's like people reject what is the Krishna consciousness way of life. This it is not religion. What we follow something else is religion. Right? As long as it's authentic, given by scriptures, given by acharyas, it is fine. But simply concocting your own way of religion is not religion. That's what we have to understand. So all views and activities are misguided. In the mode of passion, the understanding or the intelligence is misguided. Men of passionate intelligence understand a great deal to be common man, understand a great soul to be a common man, and accept a common man as a great soul. Let's see. Mahatma. Everybody, they make ordinary man a Mahatma. It is because passionate intelligence. They don't, they glorify somebody. Mahatma's the qualification are described in the Bhagavad Gita. Mahatmanastu maam partha daivim prakriti vashrita bhajanti ananya manaso. Right? Ninth chapter, Krishna explains what is Mahatma. Mahatma means he's beyond the jurisdiction of this material world. He's under the Daivi Prakriti. Bhajanti Ananya Manasa. 24 hours he's only engaged in serving Krishna. Completely absorbed in Krishna Seva. Right? That is Mahatma. Not simply dressing yourself as Mahatma, with a long beard and some type of dress. So like this, common men mistake somebody with some dress as Mahatma. That is the problem. It is passionate intelligence. They think truth to be untruth, accept untruth as truth. Asatyera satya kori mani. Passionate is called passionate intelligence. So in all activity, they simply take the wrong path. Therefore, their intelligence is in the mode of passion, misguided, wrong understanding. Right? Something else accepting it as some other false thing is accepting as correct thing. That is the problem. Right? They're simply taking the wrong path. This intelligence is called in the mode of passion. Yes, is so clear. What is to be done, what is not to be done. what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, what is bandha, what is moksha. All that is clear is mode of goodness. That intelligence is mode of goodness. And that intelligence which doesn't distinguish clearly, doesn't have proper understanding with what is dharma, what is adharma, what is to be done, what is not to be done, with imperfect understanding of what is right, what is wrong, right? So, accept truth as untruth, untruth as truth, right? Like this. That is called passionate intelligence. Let us see what is intelligence in the mode of ignorance. Adharmam dharmam itiya manyate tamasa vrata sarvathan viparitamscha buddhisa partha tamasi. That intelligence which considers irreligion to be religion, right? And religion to be religion, under the spell of illusion and darkness, and strives always in the wrong direction. Oh, Partha is in the mode of ignorance. Even now, there are many, many so-called sects, so many, followers of those sects who follow irreligion to be religion, right? You would have heard of this Osho, adharma, but the people follow, oh, that is my dharma. That is, there are so many, to name. Uh, what is actual religion? Oh, it's all dongi, what they are doing, right? Because they are under illusion. Uh, uh, they are under illusion and darkness, Krishna says. Manyate tamasa vrita. So, they're always completely in a viparitam. This Krishna is telling viparitam. Viparitam means completely ulta. In mode of passion, they are a little confused to decide what is what is what. Little preaching is required to bring to the right direction. Just like we see many times, oh, I was first, going to this Chinmaya mission, I was going to Ramakrishna mission, I was going to Brahma Kumari, that is, so many, full mall of our understandings. Right? When you have proper understanding, this is correct understanding. So confused. Mode of passion means confused. It looks as though this is also correct, this is also correct, this is also correct, this is also correct. You think you're doing the right path, but actually it is not the right path. Whereas with regard to mode of ignorance, completely wrong path. Viparita. Hmm. Always wrong direction. Even if you say it is wrong, no, what I'm doing is the right thing. Blind following with regard to something which is absolutely wrong. Adharma to be dharma. Right? There's, there is one uh, so-called sadhu by name Nityananda. You have heard. He was in Bangalore only earlier. Now he think he's gone. He has gone to some island and doing his own dharma. People, trying to follow that. So like this, many, many things you see around you. You should keep understanding from the light of Bhagavad Gita. What Bhagavad Gita is telling us. Intelligence means direction, understanding. What understanding we have with regard to about the philosophy of life, about the dharma. What is dharma for you? Right? So like this, many, many aspects, very many things we see in the world around us, people doing so many things. So having the clarity with regard to what is to be done, what is dharma, it's all such a crucial subject matter, which only by Prabhupada's mercy we are able to see and understand things. Before coming in touch with Prabhupada's teachings and ISKCON movement, we're all having our own understanding of different things. We may call ourselves as Hindus. Our understanding of Hindu religion or Sanatana Dharma was one level. Whereas once we have started reading Prabhupada's books, his teachings, and following what Prabhupada is telling us, our understanding has gone to few notches high because we have got the clarity with regard to what is what. This is the special contribution of Prabhupada. Complete clarity with regard to exactly what we should do. Otherwise, you are confused. Mostly, when we meet people, they're all telling, when we tell them chant Hare Krishna, no, already I'm doing this mantra, that mantra. So we In order to not to, disturb them, we say, okay, you do that also, you do this also, you chant. Hare Krishna also you chant. If you tell them, oh, leave that everything, only chant Hare Krishna, that is what Krishna says. Sarva dharman parityaja. It is be too tough for them to take it. Oh, what happens when you start chanting Hare Krishna also, along with other things? Krishna will develop a taste in you for chanting Hare Krishna. That's why if you see in this chapter at the end, Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityaja. Give up everything and just surrender to me. That is the real dharma. Anything else is adharma. Right? Anything else you do, oh no, no, this, that is all adharma. From Krishna's point of view. Not the actual path of dharma. In fact, Krishna condemns devata worship. Worshipping, devatas is not recommended by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Because again, it will mislead you. Men in the mode of passion, ignorance, they worship devatas. Okay. Now, Krishna is going to explain about determination, very important. Because in any activity, we need determination. Dhriti. Determination means strong willpower, sankalpa, right? To do things. If you see in the very beginning of second chapter, Krishna explained, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. Your determination should be one pointed towards devotion to me. Bahushakaya anantasya buddhayo avyavasayana. When your mind is scattered or is everywhere it is going on, then you cannot have focus on the on bhakti, Krishna says. So let's get into the details of dhati, means the determination. 33. Dhrityaya dharayate mana pranendriya kriyaha yogenavyabhicharinya dhriti sa partha satviki. So what is the symptoms of a person having determination in the mode of goodness? Krishna is explaining. Dhrityaya dharayate, which means that which is sustained determination. Sustained means doesn't break or doesn't have it's not scattered or diverted here and there. It is unbreakable. Unbreakable determination, sustained determination, which is sustained with steadfastness. It's going on without any too much of fluctuation. By yoga practice, he has come to this stage of steadfastness. Mana pranendriya kriyaha yogena avibhicharinya. Right. So that determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness, yoga practice, and thus controls the mind, life, and acts of the senses, is the mode of goodness. Yes, see, for any action to be successful, you also need determination. Right? You're driving from, say, Delhi to Vrindavan in a car. Determination is required to continue, go on in the vehicle until it reaches the destination. If you don't have determination, no, I don't want to go further, I want to get down here. Right? You will not reach destination. That's the point. Determination is an important aspect, important quality. The determination also can be of three kinds. And how you get a very steady determination is by, Krishna says, yogena vyabhicharinya, by practice of yoga. Yoga means any activity which will help you to link with Krishna. It's called yoga. And that practice of yoga should be avyabhicharinya, without any interruption, without any deviation. Then what happens? Krishna says that in such a state of consciousness, you're able to control your mind, you're able to control your life air. He says that mana prana indriya. Prana means the life air. Mind, life air, and the senses. Prana indriya kriya. All of them are active unless they're all diverted for or they're focused on service of Krishna, they'll get distracted here and there. Right? So very nicely Prabhupada explains. Yoga is a means to understand the Supreme Soul. One who is steadily fixed in the supreme soul with determination, concentrating one's mind, life, and sensual activities on the supreme, engages in Krishna consciousness. Right? One day I do chanting, 1 or 2 more days I take rest. That is not called steady. Right? You have to steady means every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Right? Your mind, your life air, your senses are all fixed on the Supreme Lord's Seva. Every day chanting Hare Krishna, fixed number of rounds. Right? Okay, I've taken commitment to chant 8 rounds. Let us chant 8 rounds every day without fail. That is called steady determination. Hmm? So, this determination is required for moving forward in our Bhakti, Krishna consciousness. Hmm? So basically, our mind should not come under the influence of being very unsteady. Chanchala. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Krishna says. So when Arjuna says to Krishna, in 6th chapter we have seen, mind is so unsteady, it's flickering. So this flickering mind will not help you to get a strong determination. Prabhupada says, why flickering mind? Because too much sense gratification. So even while chanting also you see, determination is required to keep your attention on Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you have experienced, not even easy to focus on one mantra. Mind is going here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there. So what does Prabhupada say? Chant Hare Krishna, hear the same sound. What you are chanting. This requires determination. Determination comes by practice. And practice is what? Practice of controlling your senses. What Krishna is telling us here. So this verse is very much applicable in our every aspect of our devotional service, especially chanting. Right? While chanting, you're not supposed to break. I chanted for 10 beats. Okay, some call came. Oh, hello, how are you? Again, from 11th beat, I said, no, no breaking. Should be unbreakable, uninterrupted, undeviated. They're all important words Krishna uses. If you take out 8.14, 8th chapter 14th verse, all this explained very nicely by Krishna. Right? He says, Ananya cheta satatam yomam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yoginaha. Let's see. Ananya cheta satatam. One who remembers me without deviation. See? Ananya cheta satatam. Vyabhicharinya without any deviation. And satatam. Continuously. Always. Right? No, no break. Continuously. Every word is important here. Ananya, satata, smarati, nityashaha. Nityashaha again means regularly. Right? So, first a person who is ananya, satata, nitya, I am easy to obtain. Our mind is going everywhere. No focusing or no attention on the holy name. And where is Krishna? Krishna also is everywhere for you. You can't get Krishna. Krishna says, this is a way to get me. How I can easily, I'm attainable to easily by this process of remembrance of Krishna. Remembrance always, nitya shaha, satatam, regularly doing it. Every day doing it. Regularly means every day. Always, when you're doing this, no break. Chanting Hare Krishna, one mala, if you're determined to chant, say, 4 malas, don't get up anywhere. Don't simply divert your attention. That activity you should do it as a, as a sadhana. Very important. Right? People, think chanting, I'll go on doing every day, whole day. 4 rounds from morning 8 o'clock to night 8 o'clock. Breaks with all breaks. With cinema break, with lunch break, with some other breaks, with gossip break. So many breaks. In between Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. No. Very nicely, the statement in Chaitanya Charitamrita. बहुजन्म करी यदि श्रवण कीर्तना तबे न कृष्ण पादे पाया कृष्ण प्रेमा. It is said, even if you go on chanting for millions of births, if your chanting is not free from offenses, one of the offense in chanting, 10th offense, is called inattentive chanting. Right? Inattentive chanting means you are in the mouth, you are vibrating Hare Krishna, but mind is thinking something else. Just like we are talking now, I am talking, but you are busy in the phone. Right? If I ask, Kamaji, what you are doing? What did you hear? Prabhuji, abhi na IPL match, somebody has hit a sixer. Arey Baba, I am talking IPL match or I am talking about Bhagavad Gita. See, attention is somewhere. That's what we are doing in chanting. I am chanting, mind, in the mouth, Hare Krishna is coming, but mind is thinking of what will be today's breakfast, where I will go after 8 o'clock, what I will watch in the TV. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Nice background music is going on. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, yeah. 4 rounds, 8 rounds, done. This is called inattentive chanting. Because mind is doing thinking, planning, planning for the day. Right? Mind will do something planning. Sometimes you are very upset means mind will be lamenting. That problem, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Hare. Some planning, some lamenting, like this. Or some excitement. Somebody told you yesterday, one nice property is available, very good rate. Chanting time only that only thought, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. That property, how we will get, now where the money can be arranged, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare. Just see how the chanting is going on in your mouth, but what is going on inside? So this is all what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. You should not have any break. Array, your whole chanting is full of breaks. So many breaks that in one round only you have 108 breaks. So what is going to be chanting? Saratam Kirtayanto Mam, that's what Krishna is telling us here. This 8.14 is a very wonderful verse. Ananya Cheta Sadatam Yomam Smarati Nityasa. Three things Krishna says. Ananya. Ananya means no deviation. Simple it is. Even you are, walking from one destination to other destination. If you start here, deviation, you'll never reach the destination. Right? It is so much of time-consuming activity. Satatam means go on steadily, step by step. Move forward. Don't get distracted. Don't get deviated. Right? Then Nityasha, Mam Swarati. Krishna says, Mam Swarati, you have to remember me. When chanting Hare Krishna, don't divert your attention here and there. That's why Prabhupada says, hear Krishna's name. Here. That should be the practice. So this verse, 33 verse, is very practical for our important activity of chanting and anything else. Right? So, this only will make you control your mind, life, and senses. Otherwise, it'll all be distracted, very inattentive chanting. And in fact, inattentive chanting is also an offense. And if you're infested with offenses in chanting Hare Krishna mantra, Bahujanma Khari Yadi Shravana Kirtana. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, millions of births you may be chanting Hare Krishna, but you will not get Krishna Prema. You will not get the ultimate perfection of life. which means chanting requires a quality. So these are all verses Krishna is giving us an understanding of where we are supposed to move forward, how we are supposed to, what should be our quality. And Prabhupada always said, improve the quality. He said, you chant 16 good rounds. In many letters he's writing, in 16 offenseless, attentive rounds. Just see. So our sadhana every day should be improving in the quality. Not that, we're doing it very casually or very formally or without any, because chanting is a relationship. It should be done with heart, with full involvement. Oh, today I got one more opportunity to glorify Krishna. Let me do it with full focus, with full attention. Right? Rupa Goswami gives the example. You get a bundle of 2000 rupee notes. How carefully you count every note. Oh, 99. No, no, one more somewhere missing. Maybe I have counted wrongly. Again, our chanting counting should happen like that. Oh, one round, one bead over. Wow, I have achieved in favor of Krishna with one chanting. One more, one more, one more. Like there are so many different aspects. I think I've been sharing in the morning in the Mangalarti group. I have Soulful Japa group. I've been sharing some of the tips of chanting. So chanting is very important. And all these are directing towards our chanting. Determination is for bhakti. Determination is very important. Utsaha, nishchaya, dhairya. Right? Nishchaya means determination, patience, determination, enthusiasm. Okay. Then 34th verse. Yaya tu dharma kamartham dhitya dharayate arjuna prasangena phalakankshi dhiti sa partha rajasi. That determination by which one holds fast to fruitive result in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion. Hmm. So, so here very nicely Krishna is explaining. hmm, uh, when you're doing any activity, determination is what? To uh, kama, arthan, fruitive results. Oh, I'm doing chanting because I want this material benefit. I have some problem, health problem that should go away. Hmm. So that determination which holds fast to fruitive result in religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Right? Dharma, kama, dharma, artha, kama is all is meant for phalakankshi, prasangena phalakankshi. Right? Just for the sake of getting some benefit, material benefit for me. We are doing dharma, artha, kama. Then that determination is in the mode of passion. Right? Any person who is always desirous of fruitive results in religion or economic activities, whose only desire is sense gratification. See, I am going to temple because there is some problem going on in my life. Once the problem is over, I will not go to temple. Right? Some big legal problem is going on. I'll go to temple every day. Oh, until the problem is after the problem is over, forget it. So like this, all for some time, I want to do religion because I'm going through some problem. Everybody will go through problems. Only when have problem, I remember God. Otherwise, I don't know who is God. Right? Like this type of religion is called. This type of practice is called. Determination is called determination in the mode of passion. Right? Just for the sake of that moment or that time, some period of time, I want to do. And I have some intention, some hidden agenda. That is called determination in the mode of passion. Then, determination in the mode of ignorance. Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam vadame vacha na vimunchati dhurmedha dhriti sa partha rajasi. Right? Determination which doesn't go beyond dreaming. Right? Dreaming means always sleeping. Fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion. Such unintelligent determination is in the mode of darkness. So here Prabhupada clarifies, doesn't mean in the mode of goodness a person doesn't sleep. No, he also sleeps. He also dreams. Basically, here dreaming, Prabhupada clarifies, is too much of sleep. So much of sleep that nothing, you have to sleep for 12 hours, 14 hours. Night also sleep, day also sleep. You go on sleeping. Like a child sleeps for 14 hours, 16 hours. I also sleep. What does Prabhupada say? Sleep not more than 6 hours. Krishna also says in Gita, 6th chapter, Yuktahara Viharasya. Right? Your ahara, vihara, everything, nidra, everything should be regulated. Not too much or not too less. Too much of sleep means too much you are daydreaming. Right? Daydreaming, night dreaming, both you are doing. So such a such a person who is too much sleeping is in the mode of ignorance. Hmm? Then oversleeping basically, and Prabhupada explains further, one who cannot avoid the pride of enjoying material objects. Hmm. Very nice point Prabhupada is making. One who cannot avoid the pride of enjoying material objects. Right? I will enjoy a particular thing this way. He's hyped up his consciousness, his mind in such a way that, oh, this is what I want, it is what I want. It's all in mind, mental. Hmm? Right? If I get this, I'll become that, this can happen. Everybody's planning that. I invested money this way. Now that money will become double, triple. I'll enjoy life like this. Right? So, like this, always dreaming of lording it over material nature. Right? That's what fear. What happens? People had invested so much of money in the properties in Middle East, Dubai and all. Oh, war broke out. What happened? Fearfulness, lamentation. Oh, so much of money I invested. All market rates have crashed fully there, right? Lamentation, moroseness, illusion. One time everything came off. Fearfulness, what happens? Whatever invested, that also will not come. Fearfulness, lamentation. Oh, I lost my money. Moroseness, right? Vishada. Like Arjuna was very morose about what will happen as a consequence of the war, and completely bewildered, illusion. So, like this whole existence going on like this with every aspect of life. That is called determination in the mode of ignorance. Means no, there's always sort of a confused state of life. This is called determination in the mode of ignorance. Whereas a person who uses dharma and the next aspect of economic development, artha, or kama, in the mood of having personal agenda, they are meant for a specific purpose, but you misuse them for your sense gratification. That is called determination in the mode of ignorance. Sorry, passion. Determination is used for progress in spiritual life, for very specific, focused way of doing our activities of devotion. That is determination in the mode of goodness. That's what Krishna is telling us here. The determination doesn't lead anywhere. Simply you're all lamenting and fearing and you're illusioned for nothing. Right? That is illusion, that is determination in the mode of ignorance. Oh, this happened, oh, that happened. People are always in a state of, in a fear and so completely bewildered state of a condition. Oh, what will happen if this happens, that will happen, this will happen, like that. Such a state of, life is, Krishna is not recommending here. It is mode of ignorance. So like this, Krishna is explaining two more aspects of the action called understanding and determination. Buddhi and Dhriti. Right? How? Just to summarize, Buddhi in the mode of goodness means he knows how to do, what not to do, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, what is bondage, what is liberation. He knows very clearly. So he acts with this understanding of, with this intelligence of, in every action he knows. Ekadashi, I'm supposed to be fasting. If I don't fast, it's going to be causing me bondage in the material world. Very clear. So he has a reasoning for understanding for every action he's doing, not blindly doing things. Whereas understanding or intelligence of a person in the mode of passion is confused. Right? Something else, he's accepting something else. And properly, and when he's properly say given exposure or properly he's being told properly, then he'll I've been doing wrong. Let me come to the right thing. Right? I give example how many of us or most of us would have been reading that, doing this, so many spiritual organizations, so called, and trying to follow them. Oh, we're not getting right. In a conclusion, I'm not satisfied with the answers. Right? Then, okay, when you hear Prabhupada, his books, his Vani, convincing. Whereas that Buddhi, which is totally going in a viparita direction, ulta direction, taking dharma as adharma, adharma as dharma. Right? It's like our Tamil Nadu. They take dharma as adharma, adharma as dharma. Our Mamata Didi also doing same thing in Bengal. Anyway, so like this. So you have to see world politics, world things with the lens of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Next, determination. That determination, which is steady, unbreakable, which is sustained by the yoga practice, by which you are able to control your mind, life, senses. That is determination in the mode of goodness. That determination, which is just directed toward gratifying your senses and not more than that. Especially same activities of yoga or dharma, artha, kama, all I had to gratify my senses to the maximum extent. That is called phalakankshi. What is there for me in this? If I attend 1 hour Bhagavad Gita session now, how much money you'll give me? Right? I don't have any money to give you. Okay. Then that is called determination. 1 hour I sat, Prabhu. You should give me something now. I have heard your class. So that determination is the mode of passion. Whereas the determination in the mode of ignorance is complete bewilderment. And you're fearing, you're lamenting, you're morose, and you're going through all the emotions, negative emotions for nothing. Right? That is determination in the mode of ignorance, which mostly people are going through. They get entangled. They think, I earning money, a lot of money. If I earn, I will go and enjoy I can go travel outside and I'll enjoy like this. And for that, I have to work hard. Work day shift, night shift, some other midnight shift at also I'll work. 3 shifts I'll do. Like this, no, even at the risk of health, because that enjoyment. Yesterday, somebody was speaking to me, was telling how people here they're not satisfied with what salary they get. They're always looking for more and more money in their hands so that they can get that best model car or the latest model car or the best gadget or best travel experience. I had to go and travel in business class. I had to experience this, in this destination. For that, they're working hard, slogging like anything, day and night. It's called determination in the mode of ignorance. Right? Completely for what? Finally, sense gratification for nothing. Okay, so like this, we understand determination in 3 modes. So further, Krishna is going to explain happiness under 3 modes, and later he explains about how the society is divided into 3 divisions of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Further, and how they when they do activities based on these divisions of society, how they are moving forward in their spiritual journey. Right, like this, very nicely Krishna goes on. Okay, so I'll conclude here. If anybody has anything to ask, discuss, we can take a few comments, questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
The concept of Kriya and Karya that can be applied even when we are chanting, right, Prabhuji?
Of course.
The
Yeah.
each
Correct.
bead
Is
is
Kriya.
one kriya. Yeah.
And the whole mala is Karya.
Right.
Or you can say one mala is one Kriya, one round. 16 rounds is one complete Kriya. Basically, one mala you can take, every bead is one Kriya. And then whole mala is one completed the Karya, one round completed. Action, unit of action is Kriya. Series of units of actions is called Karya.
Right.
With and again, series of actions, not simply whatever way you think. It is a very defined in Bala chanting. 108 times you repeat this. That is called complete of Karya. For example, one destination to other destination. From Delhi to Bangalore, you have to reach. Every step you are moving is Kriya steps. Finally, you have to reach the destination. That is, you have completed the Karya. Activity is complete. Otherwise, not that, in between you are, somewhere and you say, oh, I reached Bangalore. No, you're not reached. You're not completed. Likewise, the Kriya, Karya has to be very nicely done in the way Krishna is telling us here. Only it is called complete. See, so many factors are there. Determination to complete the activity, proper intelligence to complete the activity, proper knowledge to complete the activity, and you as a worker, as a knower of the activity, how you should be, what should be your mindset, your say disposition. All this is so important. When a person is doing something, all these factors are influencing him. That's the point. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Hare
So
Krishna.
much.
Hare Krishna.